What's going on? It's your boy SoFly Trades here, back with another video. You feel me? And today I'm here with the video basically explaining what I'm looking for on Tuesday because markets are closed for President's Day. And I would just like to tell everybody happy President's Day. And let's take a moment of silence for our fallen presidents out here. You feel me? And we're done. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get into this. So today, basically, everyone, I cleared my charts, cleared my whole charts. I wanted to show you guys from scratch how I find my levels, where I start, how I do it. So basically what I do is this: I start on my higher time frames first because your higher time frames hold more weight. I go from my weekly, then to my daily, then to my 4 hour, then to my 1 hour. That's how I find my levels. So I'll go ahead and, start this off. So right now, what my eye is telling me to do is to draw this trend line right here because we're in a downtrend. So I want to draw this trend line to see when we cross out of it. Boom. We're in a downtrend and look like we just broke out of it. We also make a higher low on our smaller intraday time frame right here, which means we're in a small little uptrend right here in this area right here. We're in the uptrend. Okay. Let's zoom in right here. Yeah, I like this level right here. It's 412. I like that. I'm going to mark this one in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. And usually you want a minimum of 3 touches to validate an area. So I'll go ahead and validate this 412 area. Oopsie, I had the wrong tool. Alrighty. You want to go and choose your price action tool. Right here, your price level tool, so you can mark your levels across. If you're on Thinkorswim, of course. I'll go ahead and mark this in. And what I usually do is, since I found this on my weekly time frame, I'll go ahead and mark it green. Boom, have our first level in this bad boy. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches, which mean that level is valid. Valid. Okay, so what I'll do now is I see we're in this uptrend here. This was the low. We made a higher low, which means this is an uptrend right here. So what I want to do is I want to mark that bad boy. You feel me? I want to mark them with a trend line to see what this trend doing. You feel me? Let me go over here. Boom. Boom. But yeah. So as you can see, we're in an uptrend here. We made a higher low, higher high. And what we might do is come back to retest this trend line again. Down here, this 400 area. Oh yeah, 400 is key, my boy. 400 is a key psychological area in SPY. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and mark this bad boy in. That is key, my boy. 400. What YG say? 400. Go ahead and mark that green. There we go. There we go, bro. Okay. So let's see if anything else catches my eye. One thing about trading I do want to tell you guys is trading, it's not a science. Trading is an art. It's an art like Van Gogh. You feel me? So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. I think I like this level right here. This 374 level. And we probably won't get there no time soon, but it's catching my eye, so I want to mark it in. If it catches your eye, mark it in, bro. It's 375. That catches my eye. 375 catches my eye. Go ahead and mark that in. Again, my daily and my weekly time frames, the levels I find, I mark them green. Okay. Let's see, do I see anything in this time frame? No. So what I want to do is I want to see a little bit more information. So I want to go to my daily time frames because it takes more candlesticks to make your daily time frames. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. So what else is catching my eye right here? Okay. So, okay. we're in that uptrend. All right. Oh yeah, it looks like price gets immediately bought up once we come down to this 404 level right here. I have 3 touches, so I'm gonna mark this one in. Mark this bad boy in right here. Look like you got some buyers down here waiting. They just waiting, like, feel me. Mark that bad boy in. Let's go. Okay. And now, as far as where price is right now, it should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead to my 4-hour time frame to see a little bit more information. Because when you want to see more information, you want to go in your smaller time frames so you get some more price action. Ooh, see this 408 area right here. You can see every time we get here, we get sold off. Yeah, right here too. Boom, we sell off. Yeah, I'm gonna mark this 408 area. Yep, that bad boy holds some weight. Since this is my 4-hour time frame, I'll mark it yellow. But as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches on 408. Okay. And as you can see, we had a higher high form, which means that was an uptrend from right here. Just give you an example. We had an uptrend, boom, higher high, and then a higher low from over here, higher high, and then we broke this trend line, which signaled a price change and a reversal of price to the downside. And usually what you want to, this is what you call a neckline right here. You see all these wicks? These are called a neckline. And once price breaks this neckline, for instance, that's a complete bearish signal where that's guaranteed in the downtrend right now once it breaks this neckline. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a simple example of, how you can see if price is in an uptrend and then how it falls back down into a downtrend once it crosses this neckline right here. Okay, but I'll get back on track now. All right. And another way that you guys can find very easy price levels is using your Fibonacci retracements. Say for instance, you want to buy calls, right? And you want to know where to get in when price is going up. Okay, so this is what you do. You want to find your recent high and take that down to your recent low right here. This is our recent high from price right here. This is the recent high. You want to take this. You want to bring it down to that recent low, which is right here. And then it automatically shows you the levels because it does the math for you. I'm not sure about the whole math part, but it does the math for you to calculate the levels. And these levels are very respectable on SPY. I will say Fibonacci retracements work very well on SPY. So I'll just give you guys a scenario of what I do using these Fibonaccis. So what I do is I'd wait for price to get up to this 409. I'd wait for it to break it, wait for it to retest it and hold it, create a base above it to get in calls up to 410. That will be my price target. If I get in right here, my price target is 410, and you sell. And then if price is still looking very strong, for instance, you could wait for a break of this 410.86, wait for it to come back and retest. Matter of fact, I'll draw it. Let me draw it for you guys. You probably understand it better when you draw. So basically, this is what I mean. Boom, we come back up, we come up. Boom, it touches that. Boom, it goes back up. Boom, it comes back down a little bit. Boom, go back up. Boom, This is where I would get in at 410 right here. I wanted to break above, and then I wanted to come back down and touch that trend line. Boom, to go back up. That's literally all trading is. Literally. Us as traders make it more difficult than what it needs to be. You know, just go ahead and delete these. But yeah, that's basically how I would use Fibonacci timeframes. And say, for instance, I want to see where I'd buy in if price was going down. You want to do the opposite. If price was going up, you want to take the recent low. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't choose my fibs. You want to take the recent low to the recent high. And as you can see, that's lining up somewhat with my initial area. This 408.02 and 408.23. So one good thing about fibs too, it can confirm the area that you have your own price levels in, you know, so that Fibonacci's kind of make you feel a little bit good about that. Like, you know, I already had that level there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so basically this is what I would do if I'm looking to try to get in for puts on a downtrend. What I do is this. I'd wait for price to get back up to this 408.23. Wait for it for price action to tell me that it's rejecting. I'd wait for it to make basically like this. Wait for it to come up like that. Reject off, come back down. But then I'd wait for it to come back up again, but make a lower high. It's hard to see. Hold on. Make a lower high to come right back down, basically. So let me zoom in here. Ooh, that's a little too far, buddy. But yeah, this is what I do. I wait for price to come up a little bit, not break it or touch it, come back down, then price to touch it again, basically make a lower high. I'd get in on that lower high, and then I take price all the way back down. I'll give you guys a live example of this, just in case you know, he doesn't know what he's talking about, you know, just guessing. Okay, I'll show you guys. When in doubt, you look to your left. It might not rhyme. I'm trying to figure out something that rhymes better, but when in doubt, look to your left, because on your left side is history and information that you can use to better your trades. So let me delete this Fibonacci really quick. Go to my hour time frame. I'll just give you guys an example. So you see how price came down, boom, to 404, touched it and bounced right back up. And it touched 408 and rejected off. And it looks like it might come back up to reject off again. This is what I mean by, if you're not sure, just look to your left, bro, because it probably happened before, you know? So watch. Just watch this. Looking to my left. Looking to my left. And what do you know? What is this? Price came down to 404. Touched it. Came back up to 408. Rejected off of it. Back down to this pivot point before it ripped right back up. So, with that being said, Tuesday, what I'm going to look for, if it doesn't happen in pre-market, hopefully, price to come up here. To take puts off this level, reject off this. I'll take puts in the money. In the money at 407. Take it down to, give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll take it down to 406. 407 puts at 408 to 406. This pivot point right here, sell. I'm done. I'm done. And if I want to look for calls to the upside, I'll wait for price to get back down to 404. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But either way, you follow your plan, you know, then things will go right. So whether we come down or not, this is what I'm looking for. But even if we don't come down here, you know, I don't want to just get in a trade, you know, after I done already planned on what I'm going to do. I'd rather not take a trade than lose money. Remember, you don't want to change your plans last second. This is what I come up with. This is how I do. I come up with a plan the night before, not a serious plan cemented, because I know pre-market everything changes. So, and I come up with an idea of what I want to do the night before. Pre-market comes around, I see where price is at, and then I make my guaranteed plan for the day. And even if it doesn't touch none of my price levels in my plan, I don't trade. I won't trade because I didn't plan it, and then I won't know exactly, how I'm gonna manage the trade and everything. So, and I don't want to lose money, So if I can help anybody from losing money, from making mistakes, my job is done. But I just advise that before you get into any trade, you planned your entry, you plan your exit, and you plan how you're going to manage the trade all before you even get in the trade. You do all that before you get in the trade. That way you're not confused when you get in, like, oh, where do I sell? Should I sell? Oh, it looked like it's keep going up. I'm not sure. And then price reverse, and then you lose all what you just made plus what you put in. So no, we can't do that around here. So yeah. So basically that's what you want to do. You want to look to your left to see what is going on in the past. Has that happened in the past? If it has, you can use that for reference, because just like history repeats itself. It might not be the exact same way, but history definitely repeats itself. So with that being said, I just wanted to show you guys basically how I look for my levels and what will be looking for on Tuesday. And I'll also make another video for you guys on Tuesday of how I entered my trades and how I managed my trades and where I got out. Just explaining the whole thought process. And I'll also do another video explaining my indicators eventually. Like, this is my 21-day EMA. This is my 9-day EMA. This is prior day close. This is my VWAP. This is my pivot points. I'll explain, what all those do. Those will have to be in another video. That'll be way too long for this video. I just wanted to explain to you guys what I'm looking for on Tuesday. But yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful President's Day. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And I'll see you next video. Peace.